Welcome back. Welcome back. It is week 4. Week 4 of my health journey. And I wanted to give you guys an update as to what's been going on. I know I skipped 1 week. There's a little bit of some issues there, but wanted to give you guys a recap where I'm at mentally, where I'm at physically. We're gonna, do the body tour like we've been doing. Body tour. I guess is that a thing? Maybe. But anywho, let's give you a recap of what's going on. So I skipped last week, did not put a video, and I'm realizing now why that's the case. It was just a shitty week. It was just shitty. And what I mean by that is that I barely worked out. I did 1 day of working out. And looking back, I said to myself, I must have worked out multiple days. I thought maybe I did, 4 or 5. That is not what the data shows, okay? So I've been tracking on my little green notebook here, and it looks like it was only 1 day, which is shocking, right? Shocking in the sense that I thought it was way more. It's felt like it's been more, but it wasn't. It wasn't. So that was very eye-opening in the sense that you can't trust your mind. You just can't trust your mind. And I'm very happy that I am tracking it because now I see where the hiccups are. So last week I was having issues with my car, and I had a flat tire, running around looking for a tire with the rim. The rim was cracked, and it basically was making the tire leak. So that was a hassle. And I think that with of course, some work stuff going on, it made me not feel as excited, I guess, right? And so the health journey takes a back seat, right? I think when things aren't pretty, we have to lean on discipline and to be able to continue to do the right things. Well, it's very early on into this year. There is no discipline, right? The habit isn't built yet. So I'm realizing that now that's crucial. And so last week was a huge eye-opener for me in the sense that I can't rely on my mind to do the right thing. We shouldn't rely on the mind to do the right thing, right? Thinking that, I trust myself and I'm going to be able to do the right thing. Bunch of bullshit, okay? It is a bunch of bullshit. And so now I'm going to be able to, or what I'm working on is creating basically either handrails, right? Guardrails, boundaries, whatever you want to call them, so that the health journey can now become a habit. Whatever I need to do for the health journey can now become a habit so that I am not thinking so much, okay? Issues were happening in life last week, and so it was left to myself to make the decision to work out, and 9 times out of 10, we're probably gonna I chose not to work out, and so that was a huge learning lesson for me in the sense that now I have to really be more strategic moving forward and make this health journey, make these changes, make these things that I want to do, make them a habit. Okay, that was a huge lesson for last week. Okay, now I don't know what the weight looks like. I would imagine, I would imagine that the weight probably did not go as planned, meaning I probably didn't lose weight. But the other side to that is that when I am busy and overwhelmed, I tend to eat less. So I basically dig deeper into my work, and it becomes the focus. And so health, wealth, why did I say wealth? Health and a health journey and things for my sanity, all that gets put in the back burner because, I want to work harder or whatever the case may be. I want to get distracted with that. So from my experience prior years, I do believe that that's probably what happened this time, where it's, I leaned into more work, which means I ate less. So it really wasn't the healthiest of ways. So, with that being said, what I'm doing now moving forward is I want to make these, the things I have to do for this health journey, I want to make them more habitual. Okay, so I have to get creative, and whether it's waking up earlier, whether it's kind of clearing my environment so that there's no snacks or anything like that, right? I have to now kind of dig deeper and really kind of dissect what I have to do so that I can create things, basically create systems so that I don't have to think about the things I have to do. I feel like I'm talking in circles here, but I think I'm onto something here. that's the goal. I think I'm able to. The goal is going to be to create systems, right? So that it's super easier for me to now, so that I don't have to think about the decisions that I have to make, right? So that I could see progress, so that I could kind of keep the ball rolling. Okay. I did not, I didn't show up last week. I didn't show up. I feel like shit in the sense that, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. But I'm not going to harp on that. I kind of took it at face value. And, it is what it is. How can we learn from that? How can I make sure that this doesn't happen again? Well, the way I do that is now by creating a solution and creating systems so that that doesn't happen again. So let's see what happens. Okay, this is new to me. This is new. I'm figuring this out as I go, but it doesn't mean it's impossible, and it certainly doesn't mean that we're gonna quit. Absolutely not. Last week was a hiccup. It is a brutal hiccup, so to say, right? But we're moving forward. Okay. Also moving forward, what we're going to do now, I think I was posting the videos on Wednesdays. That's going to change. I'm noticing that Wednesday probably is not going to be ideal based on my schedule and, things that I have to do and want to do. So moving forward, it's going to be probably on a Sunday, just so that the week is fresh on my mind. And so I'll be able to give you kind of more accurate reading, a more accurate update of my week, so to say. We'll still do, weight check-in, and we'll definitely still do the body check-in, so we can kind of see if there's any physical changes and whatnot. But that was last week. We are moving forward. We are moving ahead, and let's see what this new week brings. All right, so here we go. That looks good. Now, I don't feel like I earned that. It's looking like 171, probably 172. I don't feel like I earned it because I think I was just, every day was probably a caloric deficit where I really wasn't eating as much as I should have. So I think that's why it kind of reflects that, especially because I didn't really work out. But needless to say, we're at 171 right now. Last week, I know I gained weight, or the week prior to last week, I know I gained weight once I got to eating the way I should have. So body looks the same. I really haven't seen any major changes. We're still only 3 weeks in, so I'm not really looking for anything major. I know this is like a process and it's going to take time. But I know probably once we get maybe a month and a half in, I'll probably start seeing some tonality and whatnot. But pretty much the same. Still blubbery, still fatty McFat, still chunky and flexing.